In this lesson, we will investigate the knowledge framework for digital learning called TPAC. We will look at 3 knowledge areas that needs to be in place for digital learning to happen effectively. So subject or content knowledge is generally what we teach, and the first of the 3 knowledge areas that forms part of the TPAC framework. Subject knowledge is the knowledge you have of the subject you teach. For example, mathematics, natural science, or music. As teachers, it is important to always make sure that you are well versed and well read in the subject that you teach. The second knowledge areas we need to have as teachers is knowledge about how we teach, and this is pedagogy knowledge. There are many different ways to teach. Think of the many ways you have explained a topic in your class. Sometimes you stand in the front of the class presenting the content to the learners, or you allow the learners to do research from the library. These 2 approaches are but 2 of many different approaches available, and you will learn more about it in Unit 2. As teachers, you need to challenge yourself and constantly reflect on the way you teach. The third knowledge area in the TPAC framework represents technology knowledge. This represents all the technology resources available. In Lesson 1, you were introduced to a number of new tools. Each of these tools and all the other trending tools available offer you and your learners a range of benefits. You can gain access to information or points of view you cannot readily find elsewhere. You can investigate a concept in ways you could not without the IT. You can organize information to assist with comparison, analysis, or synthesis. And you can collaborate with remote groups or experts outside the classroom. Let's consider how and when the 3 knowledge areas, content, pedagogy, and technology, overlap. When you teach the content to your learners, pedagogy and content overlap. Does this mean that a content expert will be able to teach? We know that this is not true. Does this mean that I should only consider one way to teach specific content to my class? No. As teachers, we need to daily reflect on the success of the teaching approach we've used. We need to be innovative and willing to experiment with a range of teaching approaches, aimed at making sure we allow every learner in our class to reach his or her full potential. When content knowledge and technology knowledge overlap, we find that the use of technology might enhance exploration of content, but minimal learning takes place. When technology knowledge and pedagogy knowledge overlap, we find learners might be engaged in the classroom using technology, but the activities they are busy with stray away from the essential learning. The TPAC framework guides our attention to the sweet spot in the middle, where these 3 knowledge areas come together. TPAC is truly meaningful, deeply skilled teaching with or without technology, because sometimes this can be the best choice. These 3 elements work together within the context of teaching and learning needs of the learners in your class. Can you see that when you purposefully plan for the 3 areas to come together to best fit the learners in your class, your subject knowledge, the knowledge of how you teach the content, individual needs of the learners, and the use of available resources, it will allow you to become a masterful teacher.
Created using Powtoon.